What's going on, YouTube? This is Mag Dog TV coming back with another one. It looks like former Browns wide receiver Josh Cribbs just weighed in on the Shedeur versus Deshaun Watson battle. We also have former Joe Hayden that played for the Browns speaking out as well. Shedeur Sanders is out there in Miami putting in work and has no time to play around. We're going to talk about that in this video, so let's get to it.
Every other city I go, from Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mag Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go. From Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mag Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go. From Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mag Dog TV, let's go.
So once again, as I said before, Shedeur Sanders is out there in Miami putting in extra work, preparing for the next Browns session, which is minicamp ahead of training camp. Streamer Convey wanted to throw and catch with Shedeur Sanders, but Shedeur said, I have no time to be playing around.
Hey, I know that.
Y'all better go up, bro. You can throw me one route?
So we're just trying to build our skill set.
Mini route? I have already done.
You know, kid.
This is
That's
serious.
important, too.
Like, when you feel this ball in my hand game, but no pause, yeah. When you feel this game,
Absolutely, bro.
shit serious, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see you soon. Shit, whenever, sometime, bro.
That's what you absolutely love to see as a Shedeur Sanders supporter. What I got from that video clip is that Shedeur basically stated, look, I have no time to be playing around. I'm not finna play pitch and catch with streamers right now. When you see this football in my hand, just know it means something. I'm grinding right now. I have mini camp coming up. I have training camp coming up. I will be the starting quarterback ahead of 2026 going into the season. That's where my focus at right now, and you have to love it if you are Shedeur Sanders supporters. Moving forward, we have two former Browns players, Joe Hayden and Josh Cribbs, former wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns, speaking out about the Deshaun Watson versus the Shedeur Sanders battle. He gave us his thoughts as far as who he wants to see being the starter ahead of the 2026 season, and he also gave us the reality of what he feel like will actually happen based on business.
We got Shedeur, we got Deshaun Watson. What do you think? What do you think, Fred, my fellow Brown quarterback? What do you think? I'm gonna be honest. Be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you what I want. Right. Yes. I want Shedeur. I think when and I only say that because our fan base is divided on Deshaun. Mm-hmm. Because we just want to win. Yeah. So I'm in a camp of, hey, I just want to win. That's it. I don't care who the QB. I just want somebody there that's going to help us win, right? Yes. And for me, you can't judge the type of quarterback Shedeur is from practice. Mm-hmm. It's when the lights cut on, just like Baker Mayfield. Mm-hmm. When the lights cut on, then he's able and capable of doing something special. Mm-hmm. Especially with an offseason. Yes. However, it's business. How much Deshaun getting 40 million? 46. Regardless, if he sit the bench or not. Yes. And if it's our team, and I'm spending that money, I'm like, man, look, man, you come on, you get. Because the money's going to be spent regardless. Yes. So
I mean, it's been spent the last couple of years, and you ain't got a chance to use him. What's the difference in giving him his last year and saying, "Hey, go ahead and get the rest of it"?
Because the hit,
you see what my young boy could do.
The hit has to quantify the talent. If he didn't have it no more, and you saw it, that's one thing. But if you see him, he looks.
But my thing is this: how much better does he have to be for you to say, I'm going to put you in here and risk having to pay him another 40 and not give Shedeur the chance to develop?
He's going to get the 40 regardless.
I understand that, but if he goes in there and say he plays not extremely well, but he plays well enough that you win, you get into the playoffs, you win a playoff game. Now you gonna let him go for Shedeur?
If we get in the playoff game, we winning.
I understand that, but his contract is up after this year. You gonna give him another 40?
No. So let me say this.
Put him in a position then.
Let me say this is the ideal situation for me. And Yes, I want Shedeur to play. Our fans want to see it, and I want to see if he can win with a full offseason. But the scenario would be for him.
Yes, I'm back. They was trying to, man, they were trying to shut me down a little bit. But I'm back. I ain't never really went nowhere. I just stopped going live and started posting. I know you probably seen some of my reels. I was going crazy on the reels. But yeah, I'm back. And I'm gonna make sure I turn up and stay up. But they was trying to shut my channel down, man. I'm glad you still out here though. What's DW? I'm not. What DW stand for? You're gonna have to tell me what the hell that means. But I love my new streaming method. I got a different streaming app.
To start, to be the guy once the new stadium is
Deshaun
built.
Watson. I got you. It looked like, the white Cleveland sports media wants Deshaun Watson. They want anybody but Shedeur. So that's what it seems like is going on here.
We're building a new stadium. You know that, Joe. Yeah. It's supposed to be Super Bowl worthy of our fan base. And it's going to be fire. How good would it be to feature Shedeur as the new starting quarterback?
Hopefully you've been well, but we're going to get back to it. I'm ready to start. This is like my second time going live, and I think I went live twice today, but it's been a minute since I went live on the Shedeur Sanders tip.
And I don't want to say Deshaun fiasco but once we see that through, then it come a new era. Yeah. I still want that still doesn't. That's where I'm kind of like iffy about, because I'm still on.
And Charmaine, since you tapped into Cleveland, what the hell is really, really going on? Are they thinking about? It seemed like they really trying to give Deshaun Watson a chance. What you see going on down there?
On his side, because I want to see a change. I want our fan base to be united. Right now, it's not, because Deshaun is getting the first reps. Mm-hmm. He's just getting the first reps in practice. And he looks good. If I'm a quarterback coach, if I'm a head coach, he looks like the protege, the prototype for QB. Mm-hmm. That's what Deshaun looks like. Todd Monken, he came from the Ravens. Yes. Where his last game, Deshaun Watson's last game, he led a comeback against him in great fashion before he went out with the injury. And had had all that happen. Mm-hmm. The game he came back, he was leading a victory. He was leading the Browns into score before the Achilles.
Yeah, Charmaine, he definitely got paid. He got paid in a major damn way too.
Every time he's gotten injured, he was on his way back to do something special. He was propelling the team. You saw it. It was like, can they find something from him? And yes, the fan base and the media around here, they're kind of done with him. Yeah. But if you look at the reps that he's taken, if I'm a betting man, I'm thinking it's going to be Deshaun because of the reps. And we heard what Todd Monken said. Todd Monken said, I want to give, my starter, whoever going to be the first, the leading quarterback, QB1, most of the reps. Yeah. Well, Deshaun has been getting most of the reps.
Wait a minute now. Anytime I hear that, I have to address it when it comes to the reps. People keep saying Deshaun Watson is getting all the first team reps. No, that is not what happened. Me and Money Man, you already know, actually spoke about this in a live session, speaking out about the QB reps and even Todd Monken.
Man, that would be crazy if Shedeur Sanders don't start this year. I swear. Charmaine says, DW always look good in practice. Okay, I heard that shit.
Stated what was going to happen with this QB.
But you got to look good in the game. I feel you on that, Charmaine.
Rep stuff. So that is not what happened.
Shedeur to start. There were some other reps. The way it was going to turn out, Shedeur was going to get more reps. Some of it in pass Kelly, some of it in team. A couple of the team periods were slowed down ACT, more run than they were throws. So it was set up in a way for us to get a look at all of them. The plan was to have Shedeur have a few more reps, but let Deshaun and Shedeur both have reps with the ones. Change tomorrow and the next. It'll change each day. Each day we're going to change that to get a look at our guys. We had 3 days to get a great.
Okay, at least Todd Monken isn't keeping secrets and stuff like Kevin Stefanski. So at least he's speaking out on what it is and what you see.
Look at those guys, and it's awesome to be able to get these extra 3 days.
How you like the way that this coach managed the reps with the quarterbacks? Because obviously it's a big change from how it was last year under Kevin Stefanski and now under Todd Monken.
Todd Monken, a real football coach. He told y'all what
You said Jimmy Haslam is picking the QB? Oh, Lord.
He did it on the first day. He didn't sit up there and say it's going to be a quarterback competition, and then Shedeur don't get no reps. Shedeur went out there, got first team reps. Deshaun Watson got first team reps. And then, like you said, I expected it to switch today with Deshaun getting majority of the reps, and then Dylan Gable probably getting majority of the reps tomorrow.
So we're not going to sit there and allow that information to get out there to the public and have people thinking that Deshaun Watson is getting all the first team reps, so that means he's QB1 and not Shedeur. No. Now, I'm not throwing any shade at Joe Hayden or Josh Cribbs. Those guys played at a higher level than I did as far as NFL level. They are just guys on the podcast giving their opinions from former players' perspectives, whereas me, on the other hand, I'm giving you guys real, thorough, detailed information every day because I cover this every day. So I have no other choice but to know what's going on more than those guys. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say Josh Cribbs was trying to throw shade at Shedeur. He just don't know what the heck is going on. He's just going by what he heard Browns.
So you heard that Jim Haslam is picking the QB?
Insiders probably saying as far as the QB reps, listen to Mag Dog TV. That's not what happened. What happened is Deshaun Watson got first team reps, Shedeur Sanders got first team reps, and Dylan Gabriel. Todd Monken told us these things before that actually took place. So a lot of times I hear people say that it's just mind blogging in my opinion. But you guys get down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Hit that like button, subscribe to the.
I don't know, man. What y'all think, Charmaine? Charmaine, you ain't rocking with Deshaun Watson, though. I feel you. You ain't never seen to like Deshaun Watson.
Channel, turn the post notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video covering Shedeur Sanders, you guys will see it. Also, hype this video. That way, YouTube can push it out further to more Browns fans, NFL fans, and of course, Shedeur Sanders fans. Mag Dog TV out. Hope you guys have a great week starting out today on Monday. Until next time, peace.
All right, let's see what we have. Let's see what else we got going on.
Deshaun Watson just had their debut going head-to-head. What's funny is Dylan Gabriel did get some reps. Didn't look great. I believe he was 3 of 6 with 2 interceptions. Shedeur Sanders did throw a pick in today's practice. I'll show you that one. We're going to break down a little bit of film here. But if you guys want a part 2 tomorrow, we're actually deep dive into the entire practice. All you guys got to do is comment down below P2. But also make sure you go follow all the reporters on Twitter, X, Mary Kay, Daniel. There's so many more. Make sure you guys go follow them for all the footage yourselves. But with that being said, let's break down some of the footage. Again, not going to be it all. We're going to do a little bit. Right here is a quick pass. You can see he's in his new threads, wearing number 2. Gets a quick pass off here to, I believe, Isaiah Bond here. Quick, decisive. This is just 7-on-7, so you're not seeing any offensive line, D-line yet. We'll get into that. But look at the flick of the wrist here. Beautiful throw. Picks up some yards. Take what the defense give you in 7-on-7. Now, I do want to show you the interception. Big shout to Prize Picks. Let's break down the interception. So right here, you're going to see Malachi Corley running like a double move down the right sideline. But what ends up happening in this 7-on-7 drill is, yeah, we have a yes-no read right here. Just a one-on-one matchup.
Sure, man,
the safety cheats to the middle of the field. Is late to rotating over. So Shedeur deems this as, yeah, I'm throwing this ball no
Well, now, what kind of feeling you got, Charmaine, that Deshaun Watson going to play?
matter what right here, right? But watch Malachi Corley's route. This is absolutely horrendous. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it feels like he thinks the ball's not coming. Do you see how his double move is really slow? Like, not even selling, looks back, slows down fully. I don't know if you guys can really see what I'm seeing here. But because he slows down, like the DB is running his route for him. He throws this up there. It ends up getting picked. Unbelievable interception by... Who is that? Is that Moss, Ross? I can't tell who that is. But ultimately, really good interception, poor route. And if we could have sold it a little bit better, maybe this is completed. You guys let me know in the comments right now. Is this on Shedeur? You see the pump fake? And you actually see 20 bite slightly. I mean, the timing is so off here, right? If we're going to pump fake this, Malachi's got to already be, faking that double move. But he's so late to it, and by the time he goes to the fake, the ball's already coming out. So the miscommunication and timing just off between Shedeur and his wide receiver there. Go get Carnell Tate. Go get Jordan Tyson. Good interception. I'm not taking away nothing from the DB. Good pick. We saw some footage here, and again, big shout out to, I'll tell you right now, Jeff. Go follow him on Twitter if you haven't. He posted a lot of film from today. We saw a lot of Dylan Sampson, obviously with Quinshon Judkins being out, recovering from his injury. Dylan.
And he should start. I just know that either way, even if Deshaun Watson get out there first, it could still be good for Shedeur Sanders. He going to definitely play. No question about it.
Sampson did get a lot of the first team reps. It was Shedeur Sanders with the 1s, Deshaun Watson with the 2s, and Dylan Gabriel with the 3s. It's funny how things change in a year, because about a year ago, well, obviously he wasn't on the team yet, but after the draft, Shedeur was getting 0 first team reps. He was barely even playing. He was getting like 2 snaps of practice. So let's see here, drop back. Now we got the 11-on-11s where you got the offensive line. Can't really see much of what's going on here, but it looks like they got maybe a completion. I kind of want to see a little bit more of their formations here. They come out under center. What we got here looks like at least 11 personnel. I don't see Harold Fannin in line. I see 12 personnel. You got tight end over here, 12 personnel. Not sure who these tight ends are, but they're there. You got Dylan Sampson. You got Gage over here to the right side. Looks like making an adjustment. And remember, because you got Todd Monken, they've got extra time to practice, especially at this point. Was that just a stretch off to the right, or is that a play fake? Watch this one more time. Yeah, stretch to the right. Any new offensive linemen in here? I see Green. I'm going to have to...
Make sure y'all smash that like button as y'all come into the live stream, man. It helps the channel out a great deal. It's free for you, but it helps the channel out more than you would ever know. Hold me down.
Take a look at the depth chart. Livingston, who's the left tackle? Johnson? Zion Johnson? Is he playing left tackle? Where's Zion? No, Johnson's at left guard. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at the depth chart. Is that Sal Cannella? Okay. I mean, not too shabby. All right, this one's shotgun. Drop back. Looks like we're scanning from left to right. Your safety deep back here. Tight end. Where's Jerry Jeudy? Just not coming through. Not at today's practice. Looks like he ran for this one. So again, if you guys want more film, there's definitely more film. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on your post notifications. That way you're notified every time we post a video. Part 2 should be coming out tomorrow, where I actually go in depth and dive into everything that happened. So again, if you want that, let me know. Big shout out to Prize Picks. Before we get any further...
Your iPhone now supports translation of all languages.
Double tap that screen, y'all. Smash that like button.
If my name was Jerry Jeudy, I wouldn't be having a good day. If my name was Jerry Jeudy, a man who led and or was top 5 in drops as a wide receiver in the NFL 2 seasons back to back, I would be very upset what I saw from Brown's rookie minicamp. As y'all know, it happened Friday. Today is Saturday. It's all wrapped up, and you saw people throwing dots and that certain people is a 6'6" tight end with a cannon attached to his right shoulder, and he's throwing to 6'4" wide receivers, and man, it looks so different having a big body, not tight end, but wide receiver running his routes hard, toe drag swag across. Shout out to Taylor Green because he did deliver a pretty good ball there as well on this little corner route. I love what you're already seeing from Denzel Ward. I, on draft night, was like, man, they drafted Casey Conception. He's not a true wide receiver one, only not really because of his size, but just because of you want to use him in the slot, X, Y, Z. But Denzel Boston, he got the size, the stature, and he seemingly has the ability to be wide receiver one. So if I was Jerry Jeudy, I'd be looking away. I would be looking away from the depth chart. Don't forget about Isaiah Bond. Don't forget about all these other wide receivers. Jerry Jeudy, you better carry your weight. Otherwise, everybody's going to want to throw to Denzel Boston and Casey Concepcion all day long, every day. Now, check out the rookies, man. They're looking clean. Obviously, a lot of rookies coming in. There's some rookies, some second-year guys, undrafted free agents. But, you know, it's really interesting to have two, you know, I guess, high-ticket items, right? We talk about Boston and Casey Concepcion, and both being in the wide receiver room, both players that you know, look, they're going to be on this team. They're not trading Casey. They're not trading Denzel Boston, right? I don't know about Jerry Jeudy. I don't know about anybody else in this wide receiver room, but right now it seems like there's a bit of a commitment to them. They're young, they're cheap, and they're doing what they need to get done. Now, I do want to point out, Jerry Jeudy, this should give you a little bit of relief. Now, if I'm Jerry Jeudy, I'm liking this right here. This one right here, that's not good. Now, some would probably argue, you know, we should probably be throwing these balls, I don't know, you know, in front of the wide receiver instead of them reaching back, right? That might help him out. Again, you know, we've talked about Taylor Green. He's a developmental quarterback, right? So he's not really helping out his wide receiver. He needs to go ahead and put that thing under the ball. So a drop that I think a lot of people are going to overreact. Remember, Casey Concepcion had the highest drop rate at 9.3% coming into this NFL draft of this class. However, Casey Concepcion also has one of the highest contested catch rates out of this wide receiver.
So the Browns got a new QB?
Draft class as well. So like Justin Cooper says, look, Taylor Green getting some work with Casey Concepcion. If there was one concern with Concepcion, coming out of it was his drops. He has been short-handed all day, so don't overreact, Browns fans. Look, it's not that big of a deal. And speak about a ball being thrown behind you, speaking about making something happen. Look, that's what you want to see. Both of these wide receivers have shown to do something that Jerry Jeudy has never been able to do, and that is come back towards the ball. That is make the catch easier for your quarterback, whether it's a young Taylor Green, whether it's our guy Shedeur Sanders, and unfortunately, if it is Deshaun Watson, any quarterback is going to love throwing to both Casey and Denzel Boston because they really seem to want to high point the ball. They want to get the ball when it's in the air. If you go watch Jerry Jeudy's routes, it doesn't seem like that. He seems like he oftentimes is waiting for the ball. He doesn't high point very often. He doesn't contest with the defensive back very often. And sometimes, like Shedeur Sanders has been quoted saying, like, man, he just wants to throw his dog a bone. Sometimes I got to throw.
Charmaine, who is the new QB on the Browns? I need to know.
What up? Sometimes we get in the red zone, and I need to hit somebody in the corner of it. And if I got a 6'4" Denzel Boston on one side, right, running a fade, and I got a Casey Concepcion running a...
So you trying to tell me they kept Dylan Gabriel, got a new quarterback, Deshaun Watson, and Shedeur?
A whip route on the other side. Y'all better pick your poison. Jerry Jeudy, just sit there and put glue on your hands because we don't need you messing anything up. Like this is getting real serious, right? So look, Casey, you had some drops, but it's just practice. Let's hear about some other things about Casey, how he feels. We're also gonna hear from Denzel Ward. After that, Big Monk. Then we're gonna wrap this whole situation up. So Casey, how do you feel about the quarterback so far?
Whenever I was up here the day after I had my top 30 visit, I said what's up to Shedeur and Deshawn. I texted those guys already. I just met Dylan yesterday. Just being able to build and establish those relationships, it's gonna be great.
You love to see.
What's his name, Charmaine?
That now, if I was a shady guy, you know what I'm saying? But I don't need to be a shady guy because Casey already said kind of what a lot of people already knew. Look, Dylan Gabriel's on the outside looking in, right? There's no way that, remember, Casey already said that he already met Shedeur on his 30 visit. So before he even got drafted, he was just up in the building, shook his hand. Obviously, the video was going viral of Shedeur shaking hands with Big Fondue, saying, "Hey man, I've been watching you. I've been locked in." Right? You know, whether you believe Shedeur or Deshaun, it's clearly a neck and neck competition between them two. I know. Every few days, Mary Kay Cabin wants to throw Dylan Gabriel's name in there. I don't want to throw it in there because I don't want it to be negative. No more negativity in 2026, only positivity. So I don't want to even bring up Dylan Gabriel. But what I will say is that I think that's a very important thing in what he's saying. Hey, I just meant Dylan Gabriel. But when it comes to Shedeur and Deshaun, I know them. I'm locked in with them, and it's a different level. So when we go from this mini camp, or rookie mini camp, and I think there's going to be another
Taylor Green
come back to OTAs and all that fun stuff, right? Pay mindful attention to see who goes and works out with who, right? Are the young guys going to work out with Shedeur? Are they going to work out with Deshaun? Are they going to work out with both of them, right? I think it's going to be interesting to see how these things kind of play out as we go deeper into the offseason and, funny enough, closer to the actual season. Now, how does Casey feel about his first day of rookie minicamp? He talked yesterday. Denzel Boston talked today.
Today, it kind of hit me I'm really here.
Hey, man.
I'm really in the NFL. It's always been my dream. So it's just an amazing and a special feeling.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Sometimes when I make videos, and sometimes I feel like when we have these conversations, we often forget the core of the reason why we should be happy for these young men. They have been dreaming to do this, right? They have wanting to just get the opportunity to be in the NFL, right? And it's so funny as it relates back to another quarterback. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It get dangerous.
But one of the things that's so refreshing that I love about Shedeur, and I think I'm going to love about Casey, and I think I'm going to love about some of these young players, is they love football, dog. Like, there's something to be said about someone who doesn't treat this game like a job, but rather treats it like a passion. Rather treats it like, hey, man, this is all I want to do. This is what I've been dreaming to do. I get paid, absurd amounts of money now to live my dream and do the biggest things at the biggest stages, right? So it's a beautiful thing to hear that from Casey. So it's just phenomenal stuff. So nobody overreact about the drops from Casey. He's had drops in his past. Elite wide receivers have dropped the ball before once in a while. And remember, situations are situational. He's going to be used for those underneath things, those slot things, maybe some punt return. But this big dog right here, 6'4" Denzel Ward, apparently he got sweet feet on the sideline too. I seen that. What do you got to say? What do you pride yourself on, Mr. Denzel?
Oh, for sure.
Shedeur about to make all these other teams that pass up on him sick. You hear me? Sick. Y'all about to be sick. Throwing up. Oh my God, did we just pass up on that? Sick. Y'all let his last name, his big persona, his following scare y'all. Y'all are cowards.
Basically, tell him, Auntie.
Nephews, welcome to Auntie Faye Breaks the Huddle. All right, y'all, we're gonna right into this video. So Mary Kay was like hella embarrassed today, I feel like, and she tried to play funny because she asked, so today was the press for the rookies, right? And she asked Todd Monken a question about the quarterback Taylor Green, right? And then she only really posted that question, right, on her stuff. She didn't post the other question that she asked. So the second question she asked is, I guess she was trying to ask Todd Monken, since you developed Lamar Jackson the way he did, do you think you could develop Taylor Green, blah, blah, like trying to compare Taylor Green to Lamar in a sense, right? Like she tripping because you can't compare Lamar to nobody. I don't care what nobody said, right? You can't compare that man to nobody. But I'm going to show y'all the first question that she asked, and he answered the question. He gave a vague answer. But then I want y'all to focus on the second question and how he answered and what he said towards the end, because towards the end really does matter, because she is pushing, like I said, she's pushing for anybody but Shedeur to be the QB, right? And she felt like, and then I'm going to play a clip by Tony Grassi is so, because he said something very, very, very interesting, right? That Shedeur could possibly be traded because Watson would be QB1, Dylan Gabriel would be QB2, and the reason why he said is hilarious. Okay, the reason why he said Dylan Gabriel would be QB2 is absolutely hilarious, and Taylor Green will be.
Yes, y'all, man. These motherfuckers is These dudes is going to be sick. They're going to be hurt. And this right here is no different than any other situation. It's just people who are very fragile egos, very fragile personalities, and they ain't never really been through nothing. So they can't see the greatness in what Shedeur Sanders did last year. But I'm here to tell you that was remarkable.
3, okay? But we're going to watch this clip. In the meantime, nieces, nephews, unks, and aunties.
Yeah, Charmaine, they're going to be sick.
You guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that post notification box so you never miss another upload for auntie. Okay, support the channel, become a member. All right, let's get right into this video.
For the Zoom meetings to this morning's meetings and then walk, he operated the offense. For the Zoom meetings to this morning's meetings and then walk, he operated the offense pretty well. I mean, for someone who hadn't been a part of it, eyes weren't always in the right spot, but you could see a couple of times some of the things he can do with his feet. When the plays break down, so that's exciting to see.
He said eyes weren't always in the right spot. I love me some Top Monkey. He gonna keep it real regardless. So in this question, she basically, and she cut her question because this is on her page. She basically asked, "What did you see that excited you about Taylor Green?" Okay, so that was his response. All right, now we're gonna continue on because then she asked another question, trying to compare Taylor Green to Lamar Jackson. It didn't end well, but I need you to really listen to what he says. Okay, stop playing with Tom Monkey.
Well, I was lucky enough to get Lamar a lot later in his career, so let's not. We did some things with Lamar, but he was already further along. But you can see that with Tay. You can see from when he was at Boise to then getting with Bobby Petrino and the guys at Arkansas. He's come a long way. I mean, you can see that already, and there's still a next jump that he can make. It's exciting to have him out here and let him just play through some things. Obviously, this is the time for him to get reps. Once we get into OTAs, in another week, that's really going to diminish. I mean, you're not going to see as much of him because of the numbers. But I'm excited for him. He's a great kid, and everything we'd heard about him so far has been true.
I'm gonna let y'all hear that again, okay? Top Monkey really wanted to go in on her, and I hate how whoever cut this clip up. Like, if you go on the YouTube channel, you can hear the whole thing, right? I didn't feel like going through the YouTube channel to play the whole video, so these are just the clips, okay? But if y'all go under there on the Browns YouTube channel, you guys can hear her question, okay? And this question, she basically tried to compare Taylor Green and Lamar Jackson. And basically try to be like, tell Top Monkey, well, you made Lamar Jackson the best version of himself. So Top Monkey was like, hold up now, like, let's not do that. Like, Lamar was already far ahead, so let's not. Did y'all hear what he said? So let's not. And instead of him continuing, to like try to like make him feel stupid, he was like, nah, let me not do that. So he go like, let's not. And then he continued on to talk about Taylor Green, and at the end he said, this is his time to get some reps, because when OTA starts, it's gonna diminish. You'll barely see him. Did y'all hear that? Let me play that again for y'all. Let me play that again, okay? Let me play that again.
Well, I was lucky enough to get Lamar a lot later in his career, so let's not. We did some things with Lamar, but
I'm sure he's not ready. They be forgetting Monk wanted to draft Shedeur with the Ravens. You damn right he wanted to. Yep. Shedeur couldn't see the forest before the trees, though. Based on him wanting to start wherever he went, that was why he turned it down. But it would have been a great opportunity to come up behind Lamar, I swear.
He was already further along, but you can see that with Tay. You can see from when he was at Boise to then getting with Bobby Petrino and the guys at Arkansas. He's come a long way. I mean, you can see that already, and there's still a next jump that he can make. It's exciting to have him out here and let him just play through some things. Obviously, this is the time for him to get reps. Once we get into OTAs, in another week, that's really going to diminish. I mean, you're not going to see as much of him because of the numbers. But I'm excited for him. He's a great kid. And everything.
They are going to use him. If they keep Taylor Green, they're going to use him to do runs. They're going to use him to do runs. They're going to use him the way the Pittsburgh Steelers use Justin Fields when Russell Wilson was QB1.
I hate to say it, but the Browns don't need a QB like that. That is not to the advantage of the Cleveland Browns.
They're going to use him to get like a few more yards here and there. I'm telling y'all, I can't stand Mary. And you can tell y'all, Tom Munkin is just, Tom Munkin is just over her. He is so over her. Like, just who she is. He is just done with her. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just think it's absolutely, like, hilarious to me. Like, just how she is and how she, you know, tries to, like, get him to say certain stuff. And then
he basically went 5th round.
Doesn't. So I'm going to show y'all another clip. This is going to be of Tony Grossi, and I want y'all to listen to what he says. Okay. He's another one, child. I want y'all to listen to Tony Grossi talk that shit, because he don't know what he talking about, right? Just listen to what he says. Okay. It's literally a hot mess. Okay. Now, mind you, after we heard what Todd Munkin just said, listen to what Tony says. Okay. It's hilarious.
Well, it's just a continuation of praise that Watson has been getting from the team going back to December. I think Todd Munkin feels, he's said it a lot of times, he feels excited on what Watson can bring to the table. Watson is going to have an edge at this type of, this part of a season. He's been through changes in playbooks and systems.
Yeah. If Shedeur goes to training camp behind Deshaun, what could he do to catch up? Basically,
well, the first thing you just said it. He can't afford to miss any practices. An old school head coach always favors a veteran quarterback.
It's going to be an odd man out here somewhere, based on what AB said.
Right now, you would think that Watson and Taylor Green are on the roster. The 3rd and 5th round picks are going to be competing again, but this time the stakes are a little higher than last year. They weren't going to be off the roster last year.
Y'all hear what he just said? He's basically saying just Deshaun Watson is QB1, Taylor Green is QB2, and Dylan and Shedeur has to battle it out for QB3. What are we talking about right now? Tom Munkin just said Taylor Green will barely be getting reps because of the numbers. Barely. How can someone who's barely getting reps becoming QB2? What are you talking about? And what do you mean Shedeur can't miss practice? When has he missed practice? What, when he got hurt? Well, sorry for him getting hurt. Blacko was hurt too. He missed practice. Kenny Pickett was hurt. He was missing a whole lot of practice. He wasn't doing nothing. And y'all was still saying he should be QB1. So what are we talking about right now? What are we talking about? Huh, Tony? Just a whole bunch of buffoonery. Just people just talking. Just y'all not even listening to the coach. And not only that, but Tony Grossi, there's a video of Tony Grossi throwing shade at Tom Munkin. Like almost like stating like Tom Munkin will eventually know his plays. Oh, you know what I mean? Like almost like saying like he don't really run shit, like he really gonna start knowing his plays. It was some funny shit going on, okay? So let me baby auntie's in her feelings. Okay. Do y'all see the skin glow? The skin is glowing. Y'all see that? Yes. Y'all see that? I put my baby to sleep. I done did my facial routine. Honey, I'm here. I'm here with y'all, okay? So Tony Grossi said that. We're going to continue on, okay? Because Tony said something else, okay? And I'm gonna let y'all listen to this part. Okay, so I really want y'all to listen to this part, okay? Just listen to what Tony Grossi has to say over here. Hey, it's very important, okay? And it's just a hot mess. And when I heard this, I just wanted to jump through the screen. I just want to... You ever see something that you just piss you off? You want to just jump through the screen and just... You know, just wanted to jump through the screen, okay? Let me let y'all listen to this.
Shout out to all the CU aunties. Shout out to all the CU aunties.
Hot mess, okay? Ugh.
Gabriel's a guy who'll keep quiet. He'll just study. He'll stay up on the game plan. You know, he'll support the starter in any way he can. He'll run the scout team, and if needed, you know, he'll play. I mean, that's what you want out of a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
And Shedeur's
Tony, shut up.
His shadow is just so huge. I really think that's one of the reasons, Jake, that teams shied away from him in the draft. If you didn't like him as a starter, you know, you didn't consider him as a backup.
But Tom Munkin wanted him at the Ravens, though. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And did y'all hear what he said? He said that Dylan would be a better backup because he is more quiet. He would just do everything he would have to do to just support QB1, blah, 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 all this nonsense, right? And then he said, this would probably piss me off. He said, because Shedeur has a shadow. And so because Shedeur's shadow is so, I don't like that word shadow. Don't put that on nephew. Don't put that on nephew. Shedeur don't have no shadow. So you talking about his light? Huh? That's what you talking about? You talking about his light? His bright light? I get it. His light is too bright for y'all. I get it. He see himself at a certain level and y'all don't, and that's okay. It's not a shadow. Shedeur has a light to him, okay? A light. That boy walks into the room and everyone got a smile on their face. He has a light to him, okay? There's no shadow. There's no shadow. See, the problem with these people is they want Shedeur to dim his light. Y'all want Shedeur to dim his light so bad. So
that's not gonna happen. As bad as a lot of people wanted to. Right. Dylan Gabriel said shit first, and his girl.
Could fit in with the Cleveland Browns. Stop playing with nephew. Stop playing. I hope every year that light just get brighter and brighter to the point where you just got to throw on shades every time you look at Shedeur Sanders. To the point. Y'all lucky ain't got no shades on right now around me right now because I just would have thrown it on.
It's gonna be some sad. It's gonna be some really, really sad people this year. I promise you that.
I hope his light get brighter and brighter every year. The older he get, it just get brighter. Every room he walk up into, just bright lights everywhere. That's what I want for him. How about that? Also, you think only Dylan Gabriel should be a backup QB because he doesn't have a light. Not because he's talented, not because he can throw the ball, because his light isn't bright. I get it. But Shedeur shouldn't be because his light too bright. You call it a shadow, I call it a light. I call it a light. Stop playing with my nephew. Stop playing. Mary Kay.
Y'all hear him. The CU auntie don't play about Shedeur Sanders, I'm trying to tell you.
KK Cabot, stop playing. Tony Grossi. I'm tired of y'all. Nobody who has a bright light like him should have to go through some shit like this. Y'all don't deserve him. I'm sorry, fans. I'm sorry. When I mean y'all, I don't mean the fans, because it's not really y'all talking this shit. It's the media. But in general, the organization don't deserve him. Sorry. The organization does not deserve Shedeur Sanders. I wish he would have went to the Ravens. I wish when the Ravens called him, I wish he would have went because he would have been practicing over there. He would have been amazing over there. And in the 3 preseason, he would have played all 3 preseason games. And then the team would have picked his ass up. I wish the Steelers would have drafted him. And the only reason why the Steelers did not draft him is because they wasn't sure if they were going to get Aaron Rodgers or not. Because remember, when Aaron Rodgers was playing for the Packers, Aaron Rodgers had an issue with the Packers taking Jordan Love. I'm just saying.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think I still got it. There you go. There you go, y'all. Low ass Dylan. God damn it, little Dylan. You still hanging around, little Dylan? Little dilly. This shit was hilarious, though. I'm not gonna lie. This shit was hilarious. We used to cry off this goddamn. Look, it's from October the 22nd, y'all. Take a little dilly.
Those are facts. Okay? Because Tomlin really liked Shedeur. He really did. If y'all remember the interview that Shedeur had, Shedeur said that him and Tomlin had a really great conversation. Tomlin reminds him of his dad almost. He really liked him. That's why he couldn't take him. Because of Aaron Rodgers. The Jets, y'all could have taken him. Sorry. Y'all could have taken him. Y'all could have taken him. I want him to go to anywhere. I really want him to go to the Cardinals as well so he can go play with Xavier Weaver. But the Cardinals just got Carson Beck. I don't know how he's going to be in the NFL. We just got to see. But I'm telling you, the team that ends up with Shedeur and the team that ends up realizing who Shedeur really is, Shedeur about to make all these other teams that pass up on him sick. You hear me? Sick. Y'all about to be sick.
Truth be told, they already goddamn sick. They already don't know what to do. And they follow suit with that bullshit. Myles Garrett going viral for boycott in Cleveland. Oh, shit. Let's see.
Get your hair all the way up,
What Myles
just
Garrett
like
talking
that.
about, y'all,
Grab a
man?
hair tie and tie this right at the top. Raise this up, tie one more time.
Come on, guys, this your boy John, the Liquidator, coming back with another video. Look like Myles Garrett definitely is feeling the type of way about the Browns. Another workout session. He was not in the building, but he made his way to a concert. Now, this concert got him into some hot.
Now, y'all do know Myles Garrett don't have to go to no practices. I don't even think Myles Garrett practices anymore. So this is really not valid. It's kind of like some tabloid stuff, but we're going to listen to it anyway.
Water about an hour ago. But I'm telling you right now, people is in Cleveland saying that it looked like to me and to them that Myles Garrett could be boycotting this team over the Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders battle. Now, Myles Garrett has been vocal this whole offseason how he believes in Shedeur Sanders, how he wants Shedeur Sanders to be the quarterback. Now, for whatever reason, he making it his business to speak with his actions. And his actions to me lets me know there is something definitely going on within the Cleveland Browns locker room that we have to pay attention to. Now, these photos right here was released today by the Cleveland Browns online during this workout session. Now, I'm here to tell you Shedeur Sanders was all smiles. All smiles today. Now, through it all, we know Shedeur has been speaking positive about all of the stuff that has been happening. They said off-season workouts. Now, I'm not sure if these workouts was mandatory or not. Maybe you guys know. Drop down in the comment section right now and let me know if you guys know if these was mandatory. But what I can tell you is that Myles Garrett was not there. So this is one photo. This is like the wide receiver room, man, which the Browns got a nice core in the wide receiver room. These are all of the quarterbacks. Dylan Gabriel, Deshaun Watson, Taylor Green, and Shedeur Sanders, right? There in the flesh. Now, rumors is one of these quarterbacks is going to be leaving. Just like how we seen Kenny Pickett leave last year. They do not want to go into the season with 4 quarterbacks. The Browns has been on record saying that they do not want to go into the room with 4 quarterbacks. Coach Todd Monken right there in good spirits, man. And I just love Todd Monken's swag. He got swag a little bit about him, bro.
He definitely got a little swag with him. Just a little bit.
I just hope he don't let Jimmy Haslam them step in to where he ain't running his football team. This is a very critical time for Todd Monken because he's a first-time head coach, and it sucks that it has to be with the Browns. Everybody know Todd Monken S's and O's is up to standards, bro. When it comes to him making decisions in the offensive scheme of things and on the football field, he has yet to show a flaw. Now, with that being said, that 2019 season definitely was a little shaky, but it was dealing with the Browns. Everything outside of the Browns Todd Monken has done has been superb. If it's college, if it's NFL level, superb. And I just wonder, you know what I'm saying, if he – because it's kind of like a give or take thing with this Browns thing for Todd Monken, man, dealing with Jimmy Haslam. I know it is. Now, the Browns did release their schedule today, which we're going to go over after this. They're going to Deshaun Watson. This is the photo we reacted to earlier today, the video before this one. But as you guys can see here, as of right now, there is no Myles Garrett. He ain't even in the building. Look at Dylan Gabriel, getting his compadre, right? Another picture of the quarterbacks right here. It don't look like they communicate much. Maybe not, man.
They better stop playing with Myles Garrett.
Let me see here. I still don't see no Deshaun Watson, man. Jerry Jeudy out there working, man. Jerry Jeudy be looking spooky. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I feel like these young guys is gonna be about it, bro. KC Concepcion and the other young guys that they got, about it. Todd Monkey coaching, bro. That's what you love to see. Another photo of Deshaun Watson. Just like I told y'all earlier, man, they is hyping up Deshaun Watson, bro. This is 2 photos in a row. And as you guys can see here, Shedeur's back there. Not to say that he didn't get first-team reps, but I just feel like they finna move with Deshaun Watson, man. I know y'all don't want to.
I believe that, Charmaine. For whatever reason, the team not backing Deshaun Watson.
Hear it. I know y'all trying to shoot the messenger, but hell, I'm here to tell y'all the truth. And the truth of the matter is, it looked like they moving on with Deshaun Watson. And I really hate this for Shedeur Sanders, man. And we still ain't got no photo of Shedeur. None whatsoever. Here go one right here. Photo of Shedeur. And it looked like he's still wearing a camera. No, Shedeur mic'd up. That is a microphone, so expect some content to come out from the Browns. Look at him using Shedeur again, bro. So this is a mic right here. So they definitely got Shedeur mic'd up, bro. I ain't lying. I feel like they using Shedeur, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. They got him mic'd up now. Man, y'all know we gonna react to it. Todd Monkey coaching his ass off. Let's see here. Still no Deshaun Watson, man. He ain't there. He ain't in the photos. I ain't lying. They only had one photo of Shedeur, bro. One photo of Shedeur, and it was like third to last, dog. This is crazy work. Crazy work. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now let's pull up Myles Garrett, man. Because Myles Garrett has found himself in a pickle. Because he walked out.
Let's look up some Myles Garrett.
That's it. S is for saving hundreds with Liberty Mutual.
We're back to making fun of the Cleveland Browns as we're on Shedeur Sanders watch, Todd Monken watch, and rookie camp just completed. Now we're getting ready to roll into minicamp and OTAs with workouts in between. We're seeing what's going on with the quarterback battle. We're seeing what the radio station desk jockeys have to say about Taylor Green and what's up with these quarterbacks. And digging in here today, they don't have anything too crazy to say, do they? Do they? I think he'll have his 1, 2, 3, 4 by the end of June minicamp per Grosy. On a timeline for Todd, why would you have a timeline?
What did Monken have to say? You know, you guys pressed him a little bit Friday about the quarterback derby.
Yeah, Charmaine. We about to approach an hour. I'm going to get up off his joint in an hour. I think I got like 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I hit you with the notification, and I'll definitely tag you when I'm going back live. But it'll definitely probably be tonight.